key things that you hold on to, key things that if you hold on to, you will you will go far with your content marketing skill. You will be sought after. All right. So I'm tempted not to define content marketing because basically it's something that's, let's say, 60, 70, 80% of people already know. But then I will go ahead and define it for the purpose of people that might have a misconception or think you know it, but you don't know it. All right. So content marketing is a strategic marketing approach focused on creating and distributing valuable, note the word valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and retain a clearly defined audience, and ultimately to drive profitable customer action. Okay, so content marketing is not just creating content, it's beyond, oh, I can tell a story. It's beyond, oh, I can write. It's also beyond, oh, uh, it's not hard. Let me just, I can start with anything on my mind. There are strategies to these things. Even though you can write, anybody can write. For example, when you were in primary school, I believe you wrote an essay about your Christmas holiday. Who didn't write it? I wrote. I didn't like that particular essay, but that's a story for another day. But I shall wrote. All right. That is content. Thank you. You see, you wrote. So everybody wrote. I didn't like it because my parents married from the same village. So I don't used to travel for Christmas from father's village to mother's village. So when others are saying I traveled from Onisha to Enugu, okay, how would I say that I crossed the bush to my mother's place? So I didn't like writing it, but then I fabricated stories, I won't lie, and then I wrote. That is content. So you've been writing content since you were little. Yeah, you've been writing essays since you were little, but that is not what content marketing is about. Content marketing is more of strategy than it is of writing anything. Okay, so I said something here. I wrote something down here that is very strategic to me. The content that speaks to everyone connects to no one. Content that speaks to everyone connects to no one. It therefore means that when we are talking about content or content marketing, it means there should be someone that is a target. Note what I didn't say. I didn't say there should be people that are targets. I mean, there should be someone that is a target. So that is to say that I'll be focusing on audience for this content marketing session that I'm taking. I'll be focusing on your audience. Okay. So when I'm talking about your audience, I'm not talking about a crowd. I'm talking about someone like as it as I'm writing this hard copy or this content for joy. It is that personal. Okay. So I'm going to break it down for you so that you can see how personal it is. Content marketing is a very broad area of study, but we'll see how we can bring it together and tie it up somewhere. Okay. So first of the things I'm going to be talking about is knowing your customer persona or avatar. Okay. So what are we talking about there? It means I don't like saying the people. I like saying the person. You know the person that you are writing that content to. Okay. You know the person you're writing that content to. You know, if you've ever written a customer avatar, you know that it goes as detailed as putting a name to a location, to even age, marital status, all those details are considered in every customer avatar or customer persona that you want to write. Okay, so I'm going to be focusing on audience, and I'm going to be showing you basically should be 5 in number, about 5 people that you are marketing to. Okay, so remember, I define content marketing as relevant, a strategic writing of relevance. So it is not, it's beyond, when we say content marketing, people are like, oh, okay, I sell shoe. Let me write content to sell my shoe. Oh, I sell bag. Let me write content to sell my bag. Now it's beyond sales. It's beyond sales. It goes beyond sales to actually building a community, building a nation around your brand, around your services or products, anything you are rendering. Okay, so it goes beyond, oh, I want to sell this shoe. Maybe this week you have a target of selling 10,000 shoes. It really goes beyond that. Even if you are selling a shoe, right, you should be able to provide relevant content around shoes that will give people value beyond them giving you money. So beyond buying your shoe of 20,000 naira, you should be able to give people, if I'm going to follow you, maybe on your handles, on your website, or any platform that you are visible, it shouldn't just be me giving you my 20,000 naira and picking up a shoe. There should be more to it. And that is where content is. That is the only reason I will want to read the email you sent to me. That is the only reason why I'll be looking up to the posts you make on your social media. If it's just to come and buy, I don't have reason to follow you. I don't have reason to watch or follow your handles or follow you on LinkedIn or go to your website. I will probably wait. Any that I have need of shoe, I will log on to your website and make an order. Okay. But then when you are doing a business, you want to form a family of people that love your products, that love your brand. Okay. And content marketing is one vital way to keep people as family in your brand. Okay. So having said that, because I want to really make sure, wow, time. Okay. So we are going to look at basically 5 things. Okay. 5 categories of people that we are writing to. Okay, 5 categories of people that we are writing to. We are going to be looking at that. The first on my list here is, I call them totally unaware. So I'm going to explain that. Okay, totally unaware. This audience has no idea that they even have a problem or pain worth solving. So there are a set of people that are totally unaware. This set of people, they don't know, number one, they don't know your brand. Okay. Or even if they know your brand, they don't know they have need of your product. They don't even know they have problem or they have any reason to use your brand. Okay. Or anything you are doing. Okay. So I will give you an instance to that. Okay. Okay, I'll use myself as an example. Okay, now I'm a skincare therapist, right? Okay, now I have categories of people that are my audience. Now I have some people on my platforms that they don't know that with or without having skin issues, right? They are meant to use certain products for their body. They don't know. Now, how do I get these people to be in my community? Because apparently they don't have, they're flawless, skin like milk, they don't have problem. Now, how will they be part of what I'm doing? Because I need them to be part of what I'm doing, right? These guys, they are totally unaware. They don't even know that there is a reason to use a special kind of product. They just believe that, okay, I'll just go to market and get anything. Now, if I'm targeting this kind of people, there is a way to write to them. Okay. Now, if I'm targeting this kind of people, first of all, I need to start with something that is really captivating. Let's call it a heading. Okay. Let's call it a heading, and then possibly tell a story, and then come down to giving a very informative explanation, relevant explanation towards what I'm trying to get them aware of. All right, before I can even talk about selling to them. Okay, so these ones are totally unaware. So my major focus for these ones is to see a way that I can explain to them why they need so, and so, why they need my products, why they need my services. Okay, until I'm able to explain this to them, they are not my audience. They cannot buy into what I'm saying. Okay. So we'll still have time for question, but I'll try and rush down to these 5 things so that we can get it all. So the second one is problem aware. Okay. Now this audience, they are aware of their problem, but they don't know the solution to it. Remember, this is not particular to whether products or services. It can be anything you are doing. It can be a brand you own, or you are working for someone. Okay. So these ones, they are aware. For example, I want to go for a party. Okay. And I need, what's this thing that women tie in the head? Gele. All right. I've never bought one. I don't know how to tie. Okay, I don't even know how much this. I don't know where they sell it to start with. Now, I need it for this party. Now, I know now that I have this problem, but I don't know where I can get gele or who to tie it. That is it. So, anybody that will support in making me buy her gele would have to bring up an ad copy or an advert or say something to me, all right, that will inform me that this is what she does or what he does, and then convince me that I can get it here. Now, I'm aware that I need gele, but I don't know where to buy it. I've never entered where they are selling it. So anybody that pops on my face right now, it's a very good ad copy, whether it's written or video, and explains or maybe show me how they tied fine gele, has caught my attention. This is another set of people that you are writing to. Okay. Another one is solution aware. All right. Solution aware. And I said the audience knows the results they want and are actively seeking solution. All right. Oh my God, my time. Sorry, ma. I'll be fast.
No,
Okay. So the
fine.
audience.
It's fine. You have like 11 minutes.
Okay. Thank you. So the audience knows the problem they have, they know the solution as well. Okay, they know the solution as well, but they have not seen a convinced, or they are not yet convinced of any particular person that can handle that problem that they have or can solve that problem that they have. All right. So that is another set of people. Their solution are where they know their problem, they know the solution to it, but then they have not seen someone they can trust to deliver. So when you are writing to this kind of person, right, it is not, you won't write it like when you are writing to someone that is completely unaware of the problem or the solution. All right. This, it comes, and remember, these things I'm stating, right? You can do an ad copy or an advert. When I'm saying ad copy, I'm not just talking about paid, I mean content. Let's call it content. You can do, sorry, I do ads a lot, so I keep saying ad copy. Forgive me. Okay, so let's say content. You can write content, right? It can be one product or one service, right? But you are categorizing and putting this audience that I'm listing into perspective. It therefore means for one single service or product, you can have about five contents going out in that same product or service for these people. So what will happen is that different people with different needs are going to come across that ad. Of course, there are specific targetings. That one is digital marketing aspects. There are specific targeting. But even in those targeting, because those targetings will not tell you who is product unaware, it will not tell you who is product or solution aware. It won't tell you all of that. But what this will do for you is that you are able to capture every single person in their own need and category. Okay. So going further on that, right? So we go to product aware. Product aware talks about an audience that is familiar with your products and its features, but they aren't sure it's right for them to use it. For example, okay, I don't know most of you, but I know that for you to be here, you must have heard of Valucop in one way or the other. And I know that most of you are in the community, are part of what is happening. But then I know that there will still be some people here that have not probably gone for premium courses or master classes. All right. It's not because you don't know Valucop yet. It's not because you don't know the brand. It is probably because it's not money that is your problem. You are not just yet convinced that you can bring out that your 20,000 naira or that your 30,000 naira and register for this thing. You've not yet seen the value or how it will change your life. You've not valued it that much. Probably is an instance. Okay. So now we're talking about people that are product aware. They are aware of your brand, they're aware of the solutions you are giving, but they have not yet. I'll give you an instance quickly. Okay, so I recently stocked up for my products, right? And this lady I bought from, I've been seeing her advert, I've been seeing her everything for a very long time. And I like her. I follow her on YouTube, I follow her everywhere, even on Instagram. But I never bought from her. Okay, I never bought from her. And then I never bought from her. But then suddenly one day, and I know I have need of what I will tell you. I know I have need of what she's selling. I'm aware of her brand, very good brand. And she sells the products that I need, but I never bought from her because I was considering, okay, delivery fee. I was doing a whole lot of market survey, okay, until one day she came up with an advert and it was just a social media post, but then it was so convincing that I was so sure. Because in my line of business, one thing we are scared of is getting fake materials. That is one particular thing we are scared of. So it was so convincing. She came up with a whole lot of people that has reviews to give of how they bought this, how they have bought fake before, and it was so real. So I bought into it, and I bought products over what 50,000 naira from her. Someone I was never sure of buying from. Okay, so in this case, I'm aware of her brand, I'm aware of her products, but I never bought. But at this time, because of her ad and because of the advert she did, I bought into it. Okay. So another and the last one I have here is very aware. These people, you don't have stress. But they don't have the ad copy has no stress. It could be even as I saw one example someone gave. It was just a can, a sneakers. Very simple. He just wrote, is it warm up your whatever, but very a simple sentence and put the sneakers and put shop. Every the you could see the comments and the engagement. I'm like, this person didn't write anything. It just said, is it warm up your body? Have you warm up? I've forgotten what the person said. It wasn't even just one line of statements. And it was engaging so much. So you find out that people that are really engaging and buying is because they already are aware, like they know what they are looking for. They are very, very aware of what they are looking for. Okay, they know very, very what they are looking. So once they saw the sneakers, they bought. Okay, once they saw the sneakers, they bought. Just like when you enter Jumia and you want to get a particular thing, Jumia does not speak plenty English. They don't convince you. They don't convince you. They just show you the picture of whatever you want to buy and show you the price, and you go ahead and buy it. So the time is really limiting. I cannot really explain much or give as much as example as I have here. I didn't even touch the examples that I wrote down here, but I want to believe that you were able to get something. Let me quickly recap. Totally unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, very aware. These are 5 categories that can group your audience in. And trust me, if you are able to consider these 5 people in your content marketing, while writing your content, your marketing will be flawless, and you will be happy. You feel like a content writer. You feel good about it. So thank you very much. I don't want to exceed my time. Thank you very much. If there is opportunity for question, I'll be glad to answer.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. It's this is like really, really enlightening, because one thing is very, very important when you're trying to write your content is audience. Most of the times you write content and you're wondering why you don't have any maybe engagement, or it's not giving you results. It's because of everything now that she has explained. You've not understood your target audience, and she has described them. She categorized them into 5 different kind of audience. So if you know exactly what the audience you are targeting, it's be able to help you to know the kind of content to do. Just like she said, whether unaware or product aware or any of the aware that she listed, knowing each of the aware will help you to know whether you are writing a very long note or a short note, or you're appealing to their emotions, or you're appealing to their, anything. So right now it's for questions. I don't want to start explaining everything I've explained now. It's questions. So drop your questions. I'm sure you have questions. We have, like, for next 10 minutes, you handle questions if you have any before we bring our next speaker on board. It's going to really blow our mind. So let's okay. Someone said you should recap. You should recap the personas, the 5 categories of personas. So let's be dropping our questions, and so she can quickly run through them.
Okay, so the first one I said totally unaware. The second one, problem aware. The third one, solution aware. The fourth one, product aware. And then the fifth one, very aware. So if you were listening, I explained all of them in detail. So I don't know, maybe I will just, if you're in the community, probably I could drop it with the explanation later.
Okay. There's also a recording of each of the sessions. So we'll make all the recordings available after the conference. So you can always go back and watch, make your notes. All I want is results, though. I want people to apply this and get results. That's what I want. I want to be seeing positive feedback. So we have questions. Can one have 2 kinds of audience? Can someone target 2 kinds of audience?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So just like what I said it can even be one product that you want to market, but you succeeded in writing content in different categories, having different people in mind. Okay, because the truth is that, let's say for example, it's a shoe you are selling. Everybody needs to wear shoe, all right, but they are all in different state of mind. So it is their state of mind that you are addressing. You're addressing their state of mind. You are coming to their pain points. You're identifying their pain points and using it as a meeting point to connect with them. So you can. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma, for that. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. So the follow-up question for that one says, how can he get his content to attract the potential clients if he has different kinds of clients, if different kind of audience? How can he make his content, optimize his content to attract those varied clients?
Okay. Are you talking about when you have different kinds of audience and you want
Yes.
one content to reach
Yes.
them?
Yes. Is it
Okay.
possible?
Well, I would say yes, I would say no. But actually it's more on the no side because they have different needs and they're at different stages. All right. You might
Yeah.
not be able to capture all, but you can capture a good number. Okay. For example, someone that is in the stage of totally unaware and someone that is in the stage of uh problem aware. So what is common here is enlightenment.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone that is in a stage of totally unaware doesn't even know anything at all. It doesn't know he has problem. It doesn't know that there is a solution. It doesn't even know where to get the solution. Someone that is problem aware knows he has a problem, but doesn't know how to get solution for that problem. So a content that catches someone that is totally unaware can also help someone that is problem aware, just like that. So you can, right, especially when you are telling a story, when you are telling a story, you tell a story and make it quite educative in such a way that most people in their categories will connect with it. Connect with it. So
Okay. Thank you, Ma. Another question here says, how do you attract your target audience? Let's say you sell footwears.
okay, you sell footwear. How do you attract your target audience?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it's about everything I've said, right? So you must first of all, okay, let me just say this. When you are writing all these art or contents that I talked about, right? You One thing that is very general is a captivating heading. That is even the reason why someone will read or even listen to you, whether it's a write-up or a video. Once you start in a way that is not captivating, the person walks away. Okay, so the first thing to attract your audience is the heading. When it comes to your writing, or if it's a video, how lively, how connecting, how engaging you started that video will also determine that. So these are the major thing you look out for to catch the attention of your target audience.
Okay. I think, okay, for Mary Chuku, I think she has already answered this question. Is it possible for a single post to capture all the categories of audience, or do you have to create different content for them? I think she addressed it. She said you can do one to capture like two kinds of audience, but you have to create a particular content to capture a particular kind of audience to get more results. So another question here is, what if I know my audience and I write a compelling status story post, and yes, I'm not getting any much engagement, like I'm not getting good response? What do I do?
Okay. So I'll okay. I have a very practical experience on this, especially when I'm posting on my Instagram. Yeah, Instagram in particular, right? I most times it's not that your content, okay, is that bad. Okay, it's not that your content is that bad, but possibly you are not the audience that is seeing that your content is not the audience that are meant to see it. I
True.
don't know if you understand. For
Yeah,
example,
very true.
you are selling what's not a general something. Let's say you are selling does this HIV have drug? HIV drug.
Joy.
It's Joy. Please, let's round up the questions so that we can move on to the next speaker.
So, okay. So I was saying that you might be writing a good content, right? But the people seeing it is not the right audience. Okay. So no matter how beautiful your content is, if you're not showing it to the just like the I'm not a carrier. Why am I seeing your ad? And why should I say comment or like your ad? I don't like HIV. You understand? So that is just it. Yeah. So you must know where to put your content when you are offering a service or a product. You must know where to market it. So when you write to market your content.
Yeah. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. That's the truth. Like, that's really, really, really the truth. You need to know where to post the content. Sometimes it's not every content that is good for Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, or LinkedIn. You need to know exactly how to pass your message across so you can get your right engagements. All right. Thank you, Miss Joy. It was really amazing having you on board. Thank you for giving us your time. We really appreciate you, Ma. Thank you very, 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 very much. So,